Most people think the way to get billions of views with kids content is to make a song, and they're right, songs dominate. But apart from songs, there's one type of kids content quietly pulling millions of views. Interactive educational stories, the kind where your toddler is literally shouting the answers at the screen.
The dog! The dog!
And here's the thing, most creators think you need 5 different tools to make one of these. I thought that too. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a professional kids educational video. The character, the animation, the background, all the design work in one conversation with just one tool. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like live. Because the old way, 5 different tools, is just too slow compared to what's possible now, let me show you what replaced it. 6 months ago, the way we used to create stories was already incredible compared to how it was done before. But right now, that approach is like a steam train in comparison. Let me introduce you to the electric train version of how to create these stories with just one tool. It's called Anijam, and it uses a feature called Oscar Mode. And Oscar Mode is built around an AI co-creator. It's an agent that doesn't just take orders, it asks you questions, suggests ideas, helps you shape your story from the first idea all the way to a finished video. The reason I'm telling you this is because the co-creator model is the future of making videos. And I know that sounds dramatic, but here's why it actually works. You don't lose control, you gain it. You're directing every step, you see what it makes, you give feedback, it adjusts, and at the same time, it's batch creating, generating your scenes, your character, your animation all at once while you watch. Speed, control, creativity. And that doesn't exist before because it all happens in one place. One conversation, one canvas. You're not jumping around between 6 apps trying to remember what you did in the last one. Let me show you the whole thing live in these 3 steps. Step 1 is the most important because everything else is built on it. Pick the right kind of video. If you just make a random kids video, you'll get lost in the noise. So we look at what already works. The format that hooks toddlers and teaches them at the same time. The guess the answer video. Think about why this works. A normal video a toddler watches, this kind the toddler plays, which is bigger, a mouse, a cat or an elephant. And the little one yells, elephant, at the screen. And they're learning animal sizes, colors, shapes, and they're joining in. That's the replay value. The toddler is learning, they're joining in every single time. And so here's what we're making, a short learning adventure for little ones. A friendly puppy called Pip takes them on a treasure hunt, and at each stop, there's a simple question. Which is bigger? Which can fly? Find the odd one out. Easy enough that even the youngest can shout along. Now let's build it. So this is the front page of Anijam, and the first place you could go is either straight to this box at the bottom, or you could go to New Project. I'm just going to go straight to this box at the bottom here and put in the prompt that I've already prepared. And the next place it's going to bring us here into this project. We've got the canvas open. We've got the prompt written on the right hand side here, which the agent is analyzing and looking at. And now it's going to ask me, do I want to go into one of these 3 different modes? And today we're going to be using Oscar film mode. And this is where it's going to confirm who it's for. So obviously it's for kids and it's for YouTube. And I want it to be 16:9 and 2 minutes is what I already said I want it to do. So I'll confirm those options. So what I like is it tells you here on the screen what the agent's doing for you. It's saved the story outline based on what we shared with it, including 6 interactive questions, Pip's character design, and the shot-by-shot direction. What the Anijam agent does is it gets on with as much as it can on its own and just brings those vital decisions to you to check that it's heading in the right direction. It's like having an intern working for you, and for most of us who might not have been business owners before, it's pretty cool to have the idea of having an intern or having a member of staff working for you, and that's exactly what Anijam offers you, the option to have a online member of staff. So here we have step 3 where my co-worker is analyzing the concept, the elements, they're organizing the core concept in the current theme, including the main subjects, key attributes, scene cues, and related content directions. So cup of tea in hand. And my assistant is at the review stage, first review stage. Here we are, here's what he's done so far. So he's done a script update. Here's like the script in detail. It tells you the different locations, colourful treasure map, hook, day, soft playful instrument, begins under a sunny yellow background, a bright treasure map wiggles to open the scene, a dotted path curls around 6 empty cues. So it goes into all the details here. So you can look through the script and see if it's got the idea. You've got the details here of the production summary, and then you've got the breakdown of the different scenes like the treasure map, a title screen for 8 seconds, the big animal question, the different questions 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, And then it goes into, now let's look to the style design phase to set the perfect look. So once you're happy with like how the story's going, obviously you always start with script. Once you're happy with how the script and the story's going, the next step is to then look at the visual style. So if you're happy with all of what it's come up with so far, you can just say yes, continue. And if you're not, you can give it some feedback, tell it what you want to do. So a suggestion is to go into the style design next or get feedback on what it's written so far. I'm happy with what it's written so far, so we're going to go straight into style design. So here's 4 style designs that it's come up with, and design has a lot of options here because design are the company that own Anijam, and this is one of the options here. You've got Joyful 3D, which is actually really nice. I like that a lot. Probably be the one to go with. They've got some other options here. They've got this. This is quite nice as well. Very kind of simple. And then you've got this 3D, oh, no, stop. So you can see I hit one there and it carried on. I hit the button there on that one to choose the style by mistake instead of just looking at the style. And I was about to carry on with a cartoonish 3D style, but I'm just asking it, let's go back and let me look at the styles again so I can actually choose the one. Of course, here they are again, take your time picking the perfect look for Pip. So we've got the Joyful 3D we already looked at. We've got the cartoonish one, which I just wanted to bring up on the screen. It looks like this. Not a massive fan of that one. And then we've got Cozy 3D, which is quite interesting as well. I think I'm going to go with Joyful 3D. For me, that looks like the style that suits it the best. So I'm going to choose that style. And now the agent's going to carry on, work on the character, and work on the scenes. So one of the things I really like about the way Anijam has set this up and the agent has set this up is it's doing all of the thinking work without really spending any credits before you get into the credit using part of the work, where you're going to be creating the images. And obviously the most heavy credit using part of the work is the part where it creates the actual video as well. So it's just making sure that we're on the same page, the agent and you are on the same page before it starts spending credits, which is incredible. So make sure you do take your time to read through what it's written so you can make sure you're on the same page, so you stand a chance of the credits being spent on exactly what you want it to create correctly. So wonderful choice. Then it says the style is the Joyful 3D, which we just chosen, and that will give Pip a warm, rounded cinematic cartoon quality. Every scene will pop with color and charm for little viewers. Next up is the concept design, like I said, where they're going to bring to life like the locations, the props, the answer cards, and Pip. Again, here we have it still just clarifying with words without spending any credits exactly the concept. So type 1, the character, Pip the puppy, golden fur, red bandana, treasure map. Sounds good to me. The locations, sunny treasure map, hook background, opening yellow scene. So it's describing all of the locations here for the different questions, and it's also describing props, colorful treasure map. So like all of these sound good to me. So I'm going to say generate all these concepts. So this is now where it's for the first time actually generating something, generating the images beyond text. Obviously it's been generating text, generating the ideas up to now, and now we're moving into the image part of the process. And then after the image part of the process, we'll be moving into the video part of the process. So it's doing all of these images in batches. So it's doing batch 1 to 10 independent concepts launching now. So one of the advantages of having an agent like this working for you is able to like batch create images and batch create videos all at once. If you're doing this manually yourself, you'd be going through and doing one prompt at a time. Whereas with an agent like this, it's able to send the prompts for 10 images all instantly and have them creating at the same time. So all of the concept images are done here, and you can see all of them here. You can click on any to get big, and this one here in particular has a problem on it. Pip the Puppy's Treasure Hunt. So you can see there's a spelling mistake, so we're going to give it feedback on that. Here's our main character, Pip. Looks great to me. Here's some of our scenes. You can click in, and you can even download them if you want to. And here's some of our props that are going to be in the final cartoon as well. And it used like this closed treasure chest, even in the second batch. It used this as a reference to create the open treasure chest. So it's the same treasure chest closed and open. And the same here, we got the map with the different points not marked. And then here we've got the map with the points all marked and the treasure chest open. So before we carry on, it's suggesting to carry on to the next stage here, continue to video generation. I'm giving it feedback on the wrong image here, which is number 3 here, film title logo screen. So I've just told it there's a problem with the title on the title screen. Make sure it just says Pip the Puppy's Treasure Hunt. So now it's like, oh, let me regenerate the title screen with the exact correct text. So these are the kind of things that you can give it feedback on. Obviously, if one of the images wasn't how you liked it, or maybe Pip had like an item of clothing on or didn't have an item of clothing you wanted them to have on, you could describe that as well. And this is the whole point of working with the agent, that you don't lose any control. The agent just helps you to get more done quickly and gives you the chance to get on with other things while it's doing some things for you. And then when it's a chance to then take a decision, which is the things that are critical as human creators, it brings those decisions to you and gives you the opportunity to give it feedback and to make those changes. So here we have our updated title screen with the correct title, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So I'm going to tell the agent, let's continue to video generation. In case you're wondering about credits, it tells you how many credits it's using at different stages here. So it's 20 credits. As before, the agent clarifies with you before going and spending credits what exactly it's going to do with the video generation. So let's plan the segments with 6 scenes, and the duration, here's the breakdown. So it's explaining how many seconds each scene will be, like the title logo screen is 8 seconds. I'll probably ask for it to make that screen like 4 seconds. And then you've got a choice here of AI director, updated view detail, all planned out. Here's the production. Definitely going to ask for the title logo screen to be much quicker. I feel like 8 seconds is quite long. And as an advanced user, all 10 segments are generated in one wave with the final segment following right after. So it's saying generate all at once, or generate step by step, or tell me what you want to do. So I've updated its plan, and it said, got it, updating the title screen segment duration to 4 seconds before we generate. And now it's going to plan out that shot list again. And here's the durations. Title screen is now 4 seconds. And it says, do you want to generate all the videos at once or generate step by step? So obviously generating all at once is going to save you time. And because it has the original images, there's really no point in generating step by step. So I'm happy and confident that it has the right images already. It has the right idea. We're going to go for generate all at once. Lights, camera, action, launching all 11 segments now. First wave of 10, and then the final segment right after. So it can batch up to 10 videos and 10 images at a time. And so it's going with the first 10 video clips, and then after it's finished that, it will do the last one. Now, when I see what's fine or not fine, as a director, not as a spectator, I say, oh, I don't love that, or I love that. Replace this, replace that, make it sunny, add a jungle path, etc. And it regenerates that scene and drops it back in. Changing one thing used to mean redoing everything. Now it's one sentence. That's what control plus speed actually looks like. When it's how I want it, I export it in the highest quality, ready to bring in the views on YouTube. That holds its own against channels putting in millions. So the videos all come together now, and you can generate background music for this now. So I'm going to just ask it to generate me some background music, and I can choose to use that music or not to use that music. Now, once this music's generated, you can go into the timeline here on Anijam, which I've shown in previous videos. But what I like to do is download all of these videos together and then put them onto my timeline in CapCut and take the music and then decide where I want the music and on the levels I want with the music. So that's what I'll do in the final step of making this video. But for now, we're done inside of Anijam, and it's done an incredible job. I'll show you what the final video looks like now.
Hi, friends! Can you help me find the treasure? Which one is the biggest? Is it the mouse, the cat, or the elephant? Yes! The elephant is the biggest! Great helping! Which animal can fly? Is it the dog, the fish, or the bird? That's right! The bird can fly! Fly, bird, fly! Find the odd one out. Apple, banana, or car? Yes! The car is the odd one out. Beep, beep. What color is the grass? Blue, green, or pink? Yes! The grass is green. Wonderful! Which one is a fruit? Carrot, potato, or orange? Yes! The orange is a fruit. Yummy orange. Find the odd one out. Circle, square, or dog? Yes! The dog dog is the odd one out. You did it! Thank you for helping me find the treasure. Bye-bye, friends.
Let me know in the comments below what you think of the video, how impressed you are. For me personally, I'm very impressed with how easily it created this video, how it did it with all of the generations first time except for one. And so it presents incredible value and speed and efficiency to create videos that could potentially bring you millions of views and help you to grow your YouTube channel and your business. So here's what I want you to do right now while it's fresh. Go try Oscar mode for yourself. Head to Anijam's website, links in the description below this video, and make your first kids video today. A treasure hunt, a color quiz, an animal adventure, whatever you want. Just talk like a partner and watch it build. The creators who win from here aren't the ones with the biggest studio. They're the ones who figured out how to direct a co-creator first, the ones who take action. Go be one of them. And if this helped, hit the like button so more people see it, and I'll see you in the next one.